Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and how are you doing? How was church today? If you are already familiar with the graphic or how to create the graphic that I used as a thumbnail for this video, you're fine. You don't actually need to go further than this. In this video, I'm just going to demonstrate quickly what we are going to be doing for the rest of the week, this week, with small business owners who want to cut the costs of operating their businesses. And we are taking a simple use case and say we want to invite people to a Mother's Day party this evening with a few tools that I'm going to demonstrate very quickly. I want you to stay with me. Before I do that, I'll just talk a little bit about what Kabila generally is. Excuse me. Yes, so that's our agenda, a 4-point agenda that goes through the introductions, what Kabila community is, the demo for 10 minutes, and then I'll take a little feedback if I do get some feedback during the call. So let's go. If you're watching this video live or later, you may want to just drop an intro of yourself. Be happy to connect, happy to get to know who you are, and happy to have other people who watch this video get to know who you are and what you do. And I think that would be nice. All right, so this is who I am. This is not my day job. I probably have charged much higher for these sessions if it was my regular business, but this is something I do by the side. Generally during the week and when I'm not on leave, I am an enterprise architect, and I help my organization make the best use of technology, make recommendations around how we are going to look like in the future, and generally document what the environment looks like. That's what I do as a day job, and you can see the other things that I do and what my qualifications are. So I'm bringing this history, my experience into the business space. Thank you. If you've joined, you can just introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, and then I'll say hello. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Kabila before I demonstrate the use case that I described in the video recording. Kabila is generally a small group of entrepreneurs who are in the consumer goods space. And what we want to accomplish, what we're trying to do, our vision and mission, is number one, to essentially promote local content that has global relevance. That means we want people to be able to do things with what we have, because we believe that in Africa we have a contribution to make, but we want them to be able to do it in such a way, to such a level, with enough support to be able to sell on a global scale. And we are trying to promote African entrepreneurs, small scale entrepreneurs who operate in the consumer goods industry. And this is a club. This is not a company. This is just a simple club that makes sure that people who are ventured into entrepreneurship have some kind of support, even when nobody believes in them yet, so to speak. We've been doing this kind of thing for some time. And 2017, we did something called Startup 5. Some people watching this video may remember Startup 5 that we attempted in 2017, where we invited a bunch of big players in the entrepreneurship space to share with us their experience in different topics. And we had about 100 people attending that event. And the vision was to have entrepreneurs give birth to entrepreneurs like themselves, after they go through various cycles of our programs. In 2019, we did something called Yensha, which in Twi means connect, which is basically we try to bring the professionals into the mix of that organization of entrepreneurs, professionals who want to transition into the entrepreneurship space, and also who had side hustles they needed to operate. So we wanted to create that community where we could learn together, progress together, promote one another. So these efforts evolved to what we now call Kabila. Kabila is the Swahili expression for tribe. So we create a tribe where we are creating support for those who are bold enough to operate, and we narrowed down our operations to consumer goods aspect or industry, basically. And anybody who ventures out and wants that support group, that boardroom beyond themselves, they can join us. That case. So this began in 2021, and we crafted a set of values and said that, look, we want to be able to embrace diversity in our community, different countries, different backgrounds, different beliefs, but being able to focus on that that concept of local content that is globally relevant. And we have a bunch of people who are resilient, who are adaptable, who, despite the challenges of our part of the world, are willing to keep going, to keep going in terms of promoting their businesses or advancing with their businesses. Right? And we promote trust within our community. So we want to create, we see a future where someone in Accra sits here in Accra and is able to exchange goods or services with someone in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, through this community, and being able to trust that there will not be a breach of contracts. We will say, look, I'm not, there's something called business by barter. I have value in terms of maybe a set of clothes, and somebody else has value in terms of a set of maybe packs of honey or whatever it is, and decide, okay, I'm going to send you this. You send me what you have. I'll sell it for you in Nigeria. You sell it for me in Accra, and all those kind of things, creating that trust among, entrepreneurs operating in different geographies in Africa. And with the likes of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we probably believe in the future that it will help, such small entrepreneurs advance in this area. So those are some of our values. And what we're looking at seeing is, essentially, we are a consuming people generally in our part of the world, and we're saying, can we create something that we have leverage in? Can we look for areas where we have superiority as Africans and begin to do more of sending things out, locally made, globally relevant? And I know obviously people are already doing those kind of things, but we just want to promote it at our level more and more, and help people to get to that level where they are also able to be globally relevant. All right, then the culture, knowledge sharing, marketing and branding, business networking, exploring opportunities. And that's generally what we do with some of our meetings. We have a WhatsApp group, we have a Clubhouse club. So if you want to join in, reach out, and we'll be able to share knowledge, share contacts, share markets within this environment. All right, I'm going to go straight into the demo. So I will probably stop. Okay, I'll just mix the screens, basically. So the first thing I'm going to say is that this is what we're going to create, and we're going to use this. The use case I described was an event company who wants to organize a party this evening by 8 p.m. and wants to allow people to make comments, post comments about their how much they love their moms. And basically that's what we're just going to do in 4 slides. It's 4 steps, and these are what the 4 steps are going to look like. We're going to first of all create a Mother's Day flyer. I'm just going to pull up my Google here. I'm going to go over to my tool, and I'm going to say very quickly, this is not supposed to take more than 20 minutes, remember. So I'm going to do this quick. I'm going to do this very fast, as long as my computer will allow me. So let's do that quickly. All right. Sorry about this delay. While that is happening, yes, while that is happening, okay, fine. Let's come back here. Yeah, so I'm going to start it from scratch. I did that before. I'm creating a flyer. Let me create it as a banner. I'm going to create it as a YouTube thumbnail. I could have also created it as a Facebook cover. Dimensions are similar, so maybe I'll just do that. Once I do that, if you can see my screen, yes, you can see my screen. I am going to pick up a template, a simple template that somebody has already designed. I'm going to use that, customize that for my purposes. So this is the template I'm picking up. And I have already uploaded some of my photos to be able to accomplish this. Let me bring up some of the photos that I've uploaded. Let me start with this one. Just going to bring it in. Then maybe do a little bit of editing on the image so that it looks better. Okay, it looks better. Let me do that here. Right, see all the filters. I like to use the afterglow filter. Just watch the changes. You know, once I click the afterglow, it's going to do that just to look a little better. Then I'm going to afterglow. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. I want it to fit in. I like it. I would like, because of what I'm going to use it for, I want it to fit in essentially to my Google Forms that I'm going to show you later after this. And I'm going to put 3 photos here. That's, you know, the whole easy thing. The next photo I'm going to put here is this one. And then I'm also going to put a 3rd photo here. Where are you? Yeah. Yeah, great. So it's done. So what this is basically a placeholder. So I can use it for multiple photos, all sorts of stuff. I can create different shapes of placeholders if I want and all of that. And of course, what I'm doing is Mother's Day. So I'm not doing Ross Rocket. So I'm just going to change that text. Mother's, I can say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I don't like the size. So I'm just going to reduce the size to about 150. Come on. Okay. And maybe lift it up a bit. Okay, maybe I'll increase the size a little bit to 70. Then I'll change the spacing so that it fits on one line. Okay. So I want to say something else here. So join us this evening at 8 p.m. Okay. Change the color to white. Okay. This is probably not my brand, so I'm just going to put something else there. Reach Africa. I'm going to put my website there if I like. Sorry. Igiri.com. All right, I could decide to add more text, more fancy stuff, add shapes, all sorts of stuff, text, backgrounds, videos, whatever I want. I mean, but I can't do that now. This is just for a demo. Within the week, we'll do the real deal and we'll go deeper into different use cases and what this means for you if you're not an event planning company like the demo we're doing. All right, so this is join at 8 p.m. and I have all that. Once I have all that and all that is set up, I just download it. When I download it, it becomes a photo, right? I can change the size so that, I mean, it's much richer if I want. I mean, just keep it simple. Once it's downloaded, now I'm going to go over to start creating my form. Let me close this one and do a new one so I start from the beginning. So that is we have created the photo. Now we're going to create a form. So this is our task 2 essentially. We're going to create a felicitation form right now in Google Forms. So I go back to Google Forms and I create a blank form. I'm going to call this form wish Happy Mother's Day party. Okay, something. Now I want to make it a little more stylish, right? So I'm going to go and change the font. Yeah, copy that. And then I'll paste that. Okay. So I have it a little more stylish. Wish your mom, let's say, share your love for your mom and attend our party. Obviously, you can put anything you like here. You can share the invitation details, venue, and all that. But the main thing is that we're going to put a bunch of questions here that people will respond to, and then be able to share their thoughts to them. Well, before I do that, let me just add branding. I'm just going to pick up the image we created from my computer. Pick up the image. I hope my voice is clear. I really hope my voice is clear. So let me pick this up. And I'm gonna upload that. Remember that I said I made sure that my graphics fit, because it has to fit within the frame of what I want to use it for. In this case, I want to use it for this form. So I'm just uploading. It's a little heavy because I increased the size, but I think it make it look richer, you know, in the final presentation. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we've got that now. I think it should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Let's just leave it that way. We could make further adjustments, but I think this is fine for the purpose of this demonstration. And no, let's do this a bit. Yeah, done. Okay. We could always make adjustments, move things about, and make it nicer. We could also, yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, it's automatically picked a color theme. We can change that. We can decide that we want this color theme. We can decide we want this color theme, whatever we want. But I mean, let me keep that one. We can change the font style. Let me do something formal or decorative if I want. I'll just do that. So the first thing I want to know about the people attending my party is their name. I can decide to have first name, last name, or I just do name. For the purpose of this, we'll use the name, and the question type is a short answer. And we really want to know your name, so it's required, right? Excuse me. Let me close this so that I continue. Add a new question, and I say I want to know your phone number. But I don't want your phone number is not compulsory. I mean, if you don't want to give your phone number, I don't mind. That's fine. And I also want to know maybe your email address. Once I get your email address, I want to do some validation. I want to make sure that you're really giving me your email address. So whatever you give me must contain an @ So I mean, I really want the email address. There are other ways to make sure you give me an email address, but this is what we want to do. All right, short answer, email address. Finally, I just want these three. I'm keeping it short because I mean we don't have time here. I'm going to do another section. I'm going to add a new section, and I'm going to call it wishes. I mean, just for the purpose of the demo, wishes. Okay. Wish your mom. Or let's say share your love with your mom. Okay. And I add a question in this section, and the only question I have here, what would you like to say to your mom? Okay. Once I do that, it's not an option, it's not multi-choice, it's a whole paragraph. You have something long to say, right? There are other kinds of questions, but I won't deal with that here. I'll just have to, then I'll add another section. That section is just a thank you section. Thank you. Okay. And you submit it. Submit. Okay. Yeah. So once that is done, I'm going to share it with on this call. I know that there are quite very few people on the call, but I'm just going to share it, and you're going to tell me what it looks like at your end. Try to fill it up. So when you click on this, fill the form. Yeah, fill the form, and then tell me what your experience is. Right? Okay. All right. So we've done the form now. What we now want to do, we're going to go to our next task. Our next task is to get a list of contacts who we're going to send this form to. I'm going to go to my contact list on my contacts.google.com. I have already filtered out people that I want because I don't want to show you my whole contact list. So I'm just going to filter this out, and I'm exporting this as Excel. Export this as Google CSV, Outlook, whichever one, right? Export. Once I export it, I can manipulate it in Excel, excuse me. I can manipulate it as Excel and eventually come up with something that looks like this, right? You can manipulate and come up with something like looks like this. So I have my names, the phone numbers, and email. Now, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to essentially send these two guys, I'm going to essentially send these two guys. I hope someone got the form to fill. I just posted it again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to send these two guys I'm going to do that with a platform that allows me to send bulk SMS, personalized bulk SMS. Okay. I hope that's my email. Yeah, I got it right. So I'm going to send a new message. I'm sending a message to contacts from a file. I choose my file. Yeah, so let me just be sure where my file is. This is my file. I can save it as so this is where it is. Let me save it somewhere else so that I can quickly pick it up. Sorry for that delay. Okay, I think we've done, how many minutes have we done? We've done about 28, so I'll be shutting down very shortly. Okay, sample. So I'm saving this, and I'm going to close this out, and then I'll just pick it up from here. Okay. So once I pick that up, I'll be able to see all the phone numbers. This can be 1,000 people, whatever many number you want. I'll be able to pick up who I want to send this message to. I decide who I want to send it from. Let's say this is from Kabila, and it's Mother's Day. Okay, I hope it's Mother's Day. So, hi. I'm going to personalize this. So I'm able to pick up the name of the person. Hi, name. Yeah. We will be having a party tonight. Please share your thoughts with your mom. Yeah, I paste the URL. Okay, so it tells me how many. Okay, I think I'm fine with the message in England. Yeah, hi, name. We'll be having a party tonight. Please share your thoughts with your mom here. Okay, then I just do a send. I confirm and I do a send. So once I'm about to send it, I can see that each person gets the SMS in their own name, right? Hi, Kenneth. And the other guy gets it in their own name as well. Hi, Ken, and so forth. You can do all sorts of other personalizations. And when you're okay, you send a message. And I should get it on my phone in a few minutes. Let me see whether I can show that. Okay. One, two, three, four. Is done? Yeah, it's successfully sent. Yeah, it's here. So that's my SMS. Because it's the same number, that's it. Because it's the same number, it comes in. So basically that's it. If you want me to send it to you, just drop your number in the chat, private, and I'm sure you will do that. Just kidding. Okay, so once we're done with that, we now send the SMS on, and anyone who gets the SMS, he will be able to fill out form. Let me just show you, in case you've not already seen it, what our form looks like. Our form I'm going to paste the URL here. When you click the URL, you will see something like this. Okay. So share for your mom. Happy Mother's Day. I fill it up and said, my name is Kenneth Igiri. Phone number is XXXX. Okay, I mean, I think there's a validation there. 544-904920. By the way, this is not my personal phone, so that's why I have it there. Consultant at kennethigiri.com. That's all. So when I say next, I'm now prompted. Remember that I had multiple sections for my form. So I have this next section, and I say, I value you and love you for the inputs you made to my life. Okay, and so forth. So you can write whatever you like. And once this data is collected, I'll show you how it's extracted. Next, and then submit. Yeah. Once I submit it, anytime I go back to my form here, I see that somebody has responded, and I'll be able to export it to Excel and do whatever I wanted to do with it. Let's stop there. And if you're joining us tomorrow, we'll do much more with these and more. And essentially, what is this about? This is about taking a use case of in your business and creating a technology solution that works for the use case. This happens in big organizations, it happens in small organizations. The important thing is that we are not just acquiring technology, we are not just saying, oh, what's the latest tool we need to use? We're saying, what is our business need and how do we map the use case to the technology that we need to use? And for small businesses that we're going to be dealing with, we want to focus on technologies that cost little or nothing. And we want to tell you that it is possible to digitalize without spending unnecessary amounts of money. Unnecessary amounts of money buying the tool or paying someone to do things for you. And that's the whole concept of the Kabila community workshops. Let's look at simple technology that will help us address key needs. I forgot to insert this, the concept of the customer journey. You know, when you look at how does your customer interact with you, how do they encounter you, how do they make their orders, how do they pay, how do they give you feedback, all at various points within the customer journey, it is possible to find a technology as a small business that meets that need without spending too much money. And that's what we're advocating, that's what we're championing, and that's what we're going to keep doing in Kabila. In this week, from tomorrow 7:30 a.m., we're going to be touching on different areas. I'll just open up the website. If in case you've not seen this already, I'm opening it up so that we can see what we are talking about. Yeah. So events. So you may or may not have seen this. If you go to this website, kennethigiri.com/events, we're going to see this flyer. If you click on the flyer, you're going to see the form that we are using to collect information about the trainings we are going to be sharing. And in this particular, we have a lot of trainings, but in this particular, we base it on the feedback we got from those who already fill the form. We're going to be treating customer experience, how to create amazing customer experience with ease. Number one, that's on Monday. We're going to be talking about Google Forms on steroids, how to capture and curate customer data on day 2, that is on Tuesday. We're going to be talking about creating a YouTube channel that really makes you famous, that is day 3, right? And then we're going to talk about Canva, how to create, how to create stunning low-cost online branding on Canva. Remember, we just used it now. And then we're going to also talk about Amazon, publish your awesome ebooks on Amazon in 30 minutes. So we're going to treat this area. These areas, they were selected by those who completed the form. If you want to participate, this is the time to fill the form, because after tonight, it would not make sense for me to go back and start looking for who has filled this form. So I'm going to put it again on the chat and ask you that if you still are interested in this, you can just quickly fill the form right now, or go to the website, click this link, go to the website kennethyou.com/events, click this graphic, and the form will open up. Now, what we're going to be treating, there are a few outlines here. If you go to the website, you'll also be able to download this PDF that shows us what the key areas we're going to talk about in the trainings for each of the modules. Each day, one module, 2 hours. Each day, one module, 2 hours. You can check that out from there. And you're also going to be able to look at the schedule as well. Open up the PDF. I'll put one or two other things on that website. So we're going to see the schedule, the meeting ID, and all that. Obviously, I'm sure everyone is already aware that I'm not going to let you into the meeting if you've not paid for the training. So the training is a paid training. It's a small amount of money, but once you fill the form, I'll send you the payment options that you can, explore in order to participate. I think if you are running a business on your own, if you have a small business of less than 10 people, if you're paying people to do things for you in terms of technology, this training is for you. I've demonstrated some of the things we can do with these simple tools. The important thing is not the tool, it's not how sophisticated it is or who made it or whether it's free or not. The issue is, can you use it well enough to apply it to your business scenario, right? There's something called business scenarios. Can you use it well? Can you use the tool well enough to apply it? And can you combine a set of tools, a finite set of tools that are suitable for your business? It's not every tool that comes up, every technology that comes up, you want to buy it, you want to participate. That's not it. The issue is, are you able to really identify what suits you? And that's the kind of thing we want to do. That's the what we want to focus on in this session. So that's basically it. This advert is for my interactive ideation session, which is a deeper one-on-one session on these kinds of things, which basically examines your business, yourself and your business with the SWOT and the business model canvas, and breaks down a strategy for your business and then applies technology to that strategy. That's a different kettle of fish from this training, but I always advertise it in my presentations. So if there's a question, I know there are very few people on the call or that have passed through, you can drop it in the chat. I'll see it and I will answer it. I'll just wait 1 or 2 minutes for that. If there is none, if there's no question, then I will implore you to share this content. I think it's meaningful enough to be shared. Maybe somebody out there who needs this. I can assure you that what I'm charging for this week-long training is it's like a giveaway. It's a giveaway, really. But I want people to be able to place value on what we're giving away. So there's a charge for it. So if you know someone who needs it, who needs this exposure, who needs someone that can help articulate their business and apply technology without spending an arm and a leg, you need to share this video with them, tag them in this video. This video is being broadcasted on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, and it will be permanently on YouTube. So, but the truth is that it's a matter of urgency because we're starting this tomorrow. Obviously, we'll have others in the future when I can make time. Like I said, this is not my day job, right? So when I can make time, there'll be others in the future. But if you want to attend starting tomorrow and there's any topic there that interests you, this is the last day of registration. This is the last day of payment, and make a decision about your business and make it for free. Thank you. I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'm just going to close out the broadcast. Thank you very much and have a wonderful Sunday. Wish your moms happy Mother's Day for me.